Welcome back to the Benning Report. The Warrior Training Center provides a host of mission-critical courses that are available to many service members, including a course in air assault. In this edition's Live Fire, our Ron Andruss has that story.
Just about everyone in the military works with helicopters these days, and it's the Warrior Training Center's mission to train our troops how to be successful when working with these assets.
If you need to learn how to work with helicopters, the Warrior Training Center's 12-day Air Assault School is the course for you.
You learn about Army helicopters, how fast they go, what the standard crew is, how to do medevac procedures, to hand on arm signals to guide a helicopter in, sling load operations. You learn how to move equipment underneath helicopters, as in Humvees, cargo nets, water trailers. Then you move into rappelling.
And it's not your typical rappelling either. These soldiers will rappel out of UH-60 Blackhawks at 100 feet off the ground.
Actually, rappelling out of a helicopter is pretty exciting. You're looking at the ground, you're attached to the actual aircraft, so you're relying on the pilots. So it's a kind of a rush when you could go out of there. The bird's kind of moving, you've got a guy coming out of the other side, and you're both heading to the ground on just a piece of rope.
You're up there, you have the rotor wash from the helicopter kind of pushing you down. You have about 100 foot of rope that you're trying to pull up and put in the small of your back. And that's why we do a lot of push-ups in air assault school. Try to get them arms built up for when you get up to rappel out of that helicopter. You can keep your brake hand in the small of your back and control it.
Although rappelling out of choppers is not common on today's battlefield, it's a valuable tool that can be used in challenging terrain when needed.
It's good training to know. You could use it in Afghanistan on a mountaintop, or coming down inside of a mountain. You could actually hook up into the rocks, rappel down something that's real steep or a cliff.
This training will provide these students the skills necessary to be safe and successful downrange.
Here, a lot of the skills that they are learning, they will actually use on the battlefield. Get orientation to the aircraft, and almost everywhere they move in country, they'll either be by vehicle or by rotary aircraft.
Air assault's going to help us be able to set up an LZ or PZ, make it to where helicopters can come and land, and then pick up a sling load or whatnot. We're going to be able to do that without having the extensive knowledge of something more. And this is just giving us the ability to do the basics and get the mission done.
This course is demanding, so future students need to make sure that they are mentally prepared and physically fit.
It's physically challenging, it's also mentally challenging. They take 2 written tests, one for phase 1, one for phase 2, and then they've got 3 hands-on tests essentially that they have to pass, and sling load is probably one of the hardest because it's mentally challenging. There's a 6-mile, 12-mile road march, as well as an obstacle course and daily PT, and just the sheer physical fact of going up and down a tower and rappelling.
It takes a lot to do this. The leadership aspects, the physical things that they put you through every day, not to mention the classes. The things that you learn from sling loads all the way up through to the, to the actual rappelling.
The Warrior Training Center wants to get the word out to all National Guard units that Air Assault School and all their courses are here and available to them.
The states can look on ATARs and find the courses that we have offered and when, and definitely by contacting me or someone else up in the S3 shop, we can work to get their soldiers here and get them trained. There's money out there to train them that the states don't even have to use to pay for. They just haven't figured out how to solve that issue, and we can help with that.
And this is a great course all around. It's very well instructed, very professional, and the things that you learn will help you in all aspects, and all MOSs as well.
No matter what branch of the military you're in, if you're interested in taking air assault or any of the many valuable courses offered here at the Warrior Training Center, just give them a call and they'll help you make it happen.
Okay, Ron, I think we have that number running at the bottom of the screen, but while everybody's dashing off for a pen to write it down, tell me, do troops learn to fast rope out of the choppers during the air assault course here?
Well, not at this time, but they are looking at adding fast rope to their program of instruction, possibly sometime next year.
Now, I know that the Air Assault School is at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, but for those who are interested in the WTC's course, can those units only get this training at Fort Benning?
No, not at all. The Warrior Training Center has mobile training teams that will bring Air Assault, Pathfinder, and some of their other courses to those units who can't make the trip here to Fort Benning.